Hey, what's up, everybody? Let's talk Jets Radio. Hope you guys are all doing well. It's been a minute for me. My apologies, but what better way to come back than with some Jamal Adams news? And this relationship I think is now beyond repair. Unfortunately, the last week, just with the way Jamal has handled this. Listen, I can't defend anything that he has done in the last week between, the post that he's liked, demanding the trade, the video yesterday, where he's in the car saying he's trying to get to Dallas, saying he's going to play for 8 other teams on the same contract. Like every which way that Jamal has handled this, you can't defend it. All right. And I've been pro Jamal, team Jamal from day one, and there's just no way to defend his actions. Now, having said that, I understand where it's coming from. And this is where I keep talking about all the different layers that go into this situation, because I still say that Jamal Adams deserves to get paid. Yes, it is rare for guys to get paid after 3 years, but I keep saying it's not unprecedented. You have guys like Luke Kuechly, Patrick Peterson, J.J. Watt, most recently Christian McCaffrey. There's other guys, Tyron Smith, Travis Frederick. I think there's about 15 to 17 guys since the new CBA has been signed that have signed new contracts off their rookie contract after 3 years. So it does happen. And Jamal clearly considers himself to be one of those guys that is in that caliber of player. So from that standpoint, to say that he doesn't deserve to get paid, I still think is ridiculous. He clearly deserved it. Now, the Jets take some blame for not having this communication before the draft, getting an idea of, hey, is his heart really set on playing in New York, or does he just want out? Is he going to set an astronomical number that we have no choice but to trade him, that we can't do? And, if he doesn't get it, is he going to cause a storm like this? That's where the Jets are at fault. Not having these communications, saying to the media, we want to make him a Jet for life. We're going to catch up with him after the draft. If this was their intention to just, hide and stay quiet the whole time, I mean, it's a terrible look. So the Jets deserve plenty of blame for that. Now, Jamal Adams deserves blame in the sense that his image takes a hit. The Prez that, we built him up as, the guy that, can put everything and everyone on his back. He's going to lead us to the promised land. That takes a hit, but at the same time, what drove him to that point? Can Jamal still be that same Prez just with a different team, or just not want to do it in New York anymore because he has no faith, no trust in this organization to get out of its own way, whether it's ownership, whether it's Adam Gase? I mean, think about it from the perspective of, a kid coming out of college. You have all the talent in the world. Organizations want to hire you and pay you a lot of money, and you go somewhere and for 3 years, every single day, the organization just sucks the life out of you. You no longer enjoy going to work. You're miserable there every day. What's your motivation to stay there? Why wouldn't you seek employment elsewhere? What favors are you going to do for that organization if you legitimately do not enjoy going to work every single day? So, I mean, I don't understand why fans have turned so quickly against Jamal. Yes, he has handled it completely the wrong way, immature. He lost a lot of public support, fan support, media support by choosing to go about it this way. But the things over the last 3 years that he has been a part of with this organization is clearly what drove him here. I mean, just look a year ago. He was still the Prez. He was recruiting C.J. Mosley and Le'Veon Bell. He's still an all-pro caliber player on the field. It's not like, he's not giving effort on the field and, quitting, not showing up, to meetings like Mo Wilkerson. There's none of that stuff. He's still a professional. He's still one of the best safeties in football. He's still an impact player. He's still a game changer, one of the best defensive players in all of football. So what changed? What changed? So you look at all the factors. Could it be ownership? Possibly. Could it be Adam Gase? I think that is a real possibility. I dismissed that a few weeks ago, but the more and more you think about it, the more you see some, tweets from Cromartie and others, suggesting that there's something going on or there's stuff going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. That's definitely a possibility. Just altogether, though, it's frustrating that, another guy, Keyshawn, Abraham, Revis, the list just keeps going on with players, star players that come here, and then after a couple of years, they're gone. And again, it's so hard to defend Jamal because I still, I would have paid him, but the contract talks should have happened before the draft. And if this was the path that he was going to go down, then you can trade him for picks that would help you this season. So that was just a huge mistake by the Jets. And the fact that now they're kind of acting like nothing's going on, and this is kind of what Joe Douglas almost has to do at this point. Because Jamal Adams has taken it to this level, you can't allow him to bully you, whether it's trading him for less value or, just caving in and giving him a ridiculous contract, especially knowing that he doesn't want to be here now. I don't know if that's the best idea either. So I don't know exactly what you do if you're Joe Douglas. But certainly he's not going to, just cave to his demands and trade him to the Cowboys. So you can certainly see a scenario where, Joe Douglas digs in now, Adam Gase digs in, and they're just going to let this thing linger. And either Jamal's just not going to show up. I don't know if he would take it to that level, or, who knows what he's going to show up and, fake an injury, show up and, just, give the minimum. Like, who knows, like, what this is going to escalate to now. And again, that is why these talks should have happened months ago. I don't pat myself on the back much for a lot of takes, but this channel, pretty much with everything that we have talked about with Jamal Adams, it has been on point. Like, everything has progressed exactly the way that we said it would. And it's just a shame that the higher ups in this organization didn't see that, or they don't see this as a problem right now, because I don't think this, like I said in the beginning, I don't think this relationship is going to get repaired. I don't think it can. I don't think Jamal Adams has any intentions of ever putting on a Jet uniform ever again. And before I, completely rip Jamal Adams for not being a leader anymore and, being a fraud like everyone's saying he is, I'm curious to know what the other guys in that locker room think. Do other guys in that locker room share the same sentiment that we want out of this organization? I'm playing out my rookie contract until I'm done, and I'm going to find somewhere else to play. I have no trust in ownership. I have no trust in Adam Gase. It's miserable coming here. I can't wait to get out. I'm just going to be quiet about it. That's what I'm curious to know. Do those guys in the locker room still respect him? Do they still look at him as a leader? And do they share those same feelings? Or have they turned on him now? We're like, hey, that relationship also is a mess. So again, there are just so many layers to this thing, but I think everybody shares at least in part of the blame. It's not just Jamal Adams. It's not just the Jets. It's the Jets being embarrassingly bad and not being able to get out of their way, for the last 3 years. And it's Jamal Adams just no longer having faith or not being willing to risk his future contract or even signing a contract for an organization that he feels can't get out of their own way. So that's my thoughts. That's my 2 cents. Talk to you guys later.